Hey everyone, this is Jack and welcome to the free video. On the right hand side we have a weekly time frame of the S&Ps, of which I will zoom in. We're going to take a look at this. And on the left hand side we have a daily time frame of the NASDAQ, and the reason why I wanted to put up the two indexes across from each other is to get some context for where we might go. So we're on a weekly time frame on the S&Ps. Here is a shoulder, here is a potential head, so creating this head and shoulders overview. And then if we can come into a rally for the end of the week, I would love to have some bearish exposure on SPX or the Qs. Later on in this week, for another downturn in the markets. And again, this is just a weekly time frame. I'm getting ready for some type of potential bullish move back into 14,500 on the NASDAQ, and that would just be filling the gap from the previous lows that we had in October. And then also looking at a reversion to the mean on the weekly, which would give us another 150, 200 points up on the S&Ps. And again, getting shorts ready for about this area to be shorting it here if we can get that, that'd be great. I also wanted to touch on the importance of taking small profits when you can. This market has been super volatile, and I just wanted to show you some of the progress that I've made in a small $500 account that I started on New Year's Eve. And so right now my existing positions are mainly bullish on NVIDIA. The Qs I have a hedge on as a butterfly. I'm not really paying attention to that. That's got a little bit later on in expiration this week, and kind of a low probability trade that is just acting as a hedge. And the SPX put credit spread, so just trying to grow this small account. Obviously, I've had really good success, and this comes from trading micro futures. And if you don't know what those are, these are 1/10 the size of the regular E-mini contracts. And you can see a lot of my activity throughout the day, typically trading about 3 or 4 contracts on the NASDAQ. And you can see over the past, we'll filter this to about just the past 14 days. Let's just do that. And we'll keep it at the NASDAQ. So whenever I type in /MNQ, it pulls up all my NASDAQ micro futures. And today I had a great day. I had actually a record breaking day, almost about $3,500 on futures for micro futures. So that's how I, kind of lift off these small accounts real quick. And it's all about, hitting these directions on the 1, 5, and 15-minute chart. So, if I get a 5-minute chart that confirms a bearish move and the market internals are super bearish, you bet we're going to throw on risk. This is the time in the market, especially for micro futures, to just keep your position size to 2 or 3 contracts if you're in a small account, and that can mean anywhere from 2,500 to roughly 5,000. Keep your position small, and if you're going to trade 2 or 3 contracts at a time, be sure you're taking profits at $200 and $300 increments. Okay, that means you've caught a great move in the NASDAQ. It means you caught the move in the S&Ps. This market is rewarding those that take conservative profits and not asking for more, because it might give it to you, but on the next trade, it might take it all the way. All right, so I've had a lot of good volatility trades that have been working, and right now I just want to kind of give tomorrow, which is Wednesday, will be post Microsoft earnings. We'll see how that acts up in the morning. Post market, it seems like it's okay. It's kind of holding within its expected move here. I'll put that up on the screen for you. Microsoft here, kind of a little bit after hours. But we'll see how Wednesday turns around, and join me in the day trading room and here in the options room this week. Hopefully we can put on some micro futures trades. You can join me, kind of get a taste as to how I trade. I'm a very fast-paced trader. I like to be in and out. If I've caught the move exhausted, and I'm out. And so in high volatile markets, especially this monster that we're dealing with here, I definitely want to be very careful and just be looking for major support and resistance levels. And you can see we're kind of holding up pretty well, close to 43.32, which is a larger Fibonacci. And I'm just looking for a little bit of a rebound. Once again, looking for a rebound to try to come in later on and short this thing. So I do think February is going to look a lot like what we're looking at now, and that's why I'll just continue to look at a potential push higher, and I'll just kind of draw a box where I'd like to be having some short exposure, which would be somewhere around this previous low that we had in December. I know that's a pretty large climb up there to 4,500 to that snow line there. But I think all things like this in this market are possible, and so that's where I'm going to be preparing a bearish trade. Possibly buying some QQQ puts up here at, I believe last time I looked at it, it was 351 or 52. That'd be great, but not looking for a huge rebound, just looking for some type of continuation higher at times, maybe Thursday this week, to ultimately come up here and try to short it one more time. So I love this market. I think you got to be careful. Keep your position size small if you're trading futures. Always have a stop. And I will see you in the trading rooms. Have a good afternoon. Get some rest, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to like and comment down below to help us out. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release our next video. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you in the next video.